Good morning and welcome to video number 7. In this video, I will work out problem number 3 on your parabolas practice. So we're given the equation that x equals the quantity y minus 1 squared minus 5. This is a sideways parabola, so please recall that x is equal to a times the quantity y minus k squared plus h. Remember, our vertex is still hk, even though the h and k are out of the order that we normally think of, and p is equal to 1 over 4a. When a is greater than 0, we open to the right, okay? So the first thing I want to find is my vertex. And I typically always find this first because it just makes things so much easier to draw. So my vertex is hk. So if I look at my formula, h is actually a negative 5. So I'm going to write a negative 5. K, on the other hand, must have gone into the formula as a positive 1 to appear like y minus 1. So K is a positive 1. And right away, I know that I can draw my parabola with the correct vertex. So let's do that. All right, I'm going to go over negative 5 and up 1. Okay, so here is my vertex. Okay, now, because my a value is positive, that means the parabola opens to the right. So I'm going to draw a rough sketch of it opening this way. And the reason I need to do that is because I need to know where the focus point is. So the next thing I want to find is my focus point, and I know my focus point is inside the parabola. Okay, so it's going to be somewhere in here. The focus point and the vertex are always going to be in line with each other, okay? So I know not how far over in the x direction, but I know that the focus point is up 1 unit in the y direction. So I know the y value is 1. Now the other thing I know is that the axis of symmetry is always going to go through not just the vertex, but also the focus, because these are all in line with each other. So I can write my axis of symmetry, right? And I can just quickly say that that's y equals 1. So I have quite a bit of information. Okay, now, remember my focus point is p units from my vertex. So what's p? P is 1 over 4 times a, but a is just 1, so p is 1/4. And it seems like p is always 1/4, but the problems will get more complicated, I promise. So sometimes p will be a different number. But nevertheless, p is over here on the right, so I have to add 1/4 to the x value of the vertex. So I'm taking my negative 5 plus 1/4. Negative 5 is really negative 20 over 4 plus 1 over 4. Negative 19 over 4 is the x value of my focus point. Okay? Now, the only thing that remains is to find the directrix, which is just on the other side of the parabola. Again, it's p units from the vertex. So I just have to think logically, if this is a number line, right? I need to go negative because I have to get a number farther down this way. So I need to take my negative 5, right, of my x value and go another negative 1/4. So that's negative 20 over 4 minus 1 over 4. That's negative 21 over 4. So my directrix, which I'll just abbreviate as D, is going to be equal to x equals negative 21 over 4. So again, the directrix and the focus are both the same distance of p from my vertex. And whether you add or subtract just sort of depends on the common sense of where the points have to go. I wouldn't really memorize whether you add or subtract. I would just sort of think about it logically. So I hope that video helped. What I'd like you to do tomorrow is practice problems 4 through 10 on the practice worksheet. And you'll notice if you click on the worksheet, the answer key is all the way down at the bottom if you scroll down to the last page. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out and ask me. All right, good luck, and I hope to talk with you soon.